and good morning, and sorry for the late start. We ran out of coffee this morning, which is very sad, thankfully. I have this emergency questionable nitro cold brew in a can from Pete's that I'm hoping will get me through this morning. But the lack of morning coffee is not something which I normally enjoy working with. Okay. I'm going to quickly check and make sure that the stream is coming through, and make sure I can see y'all's comments. I have the little review thing, or comment box down in the corner, but I don't trust it yet because I've only used it once. Today we're going to be doing a live stream on Apache Spark with a focus with coding in Scala today. I know most of my previous live streams have been in Python, and so I figured I would switch it up for us a little bit today. So with that, I've got the YouTube chat open, and I'll get the Twitch chat open here too in just a second. It's a push notification from my phone telling me to change my toothbrush head. That's fine. Okay, cool. Got both chat windows up and running. Oh, hi friend. So yeah, today we're going to be doing Spark, but we're going to be doing it in Scala. And I'm in my pajamas because I ran out of coffee this morning, which is always a little bit rough. So let's go ahead and grab this, bring it over. I'll bring my OBS stream back up here. Switch into live mode. So for those of you who aren't super familiar with Spark, this is the GitHub repo. We can see there's a lot of inbound pull requests. Today we're going to be writing some code, so we're actually going to go into the Jira, and that's where Spark tracks all of its issues for the most part. And once again, I really need to figure out how to disable Google Password Manager because it has the wrong passwords, but I'll just log in with LastPass right here. So I'm going to start by looking at my open issues. And these are issues which are assigned to me, which are open. Oh, interesting. Okay. I think I got part of the way through this previously. Add support for PMML export for a standard scalar stage. PMML for pipelines API. Interesting. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, and these Python API parity issues. Ooh, I'm not super sure where this is still assigned to me. Oh wow. Okay, well these are PySpark focused, so we're not gonna dig into them. So instead, I have a filter that I keep, which is, so two of them are my watched unresolved issues. And these are things which I've essentially been like, oh yeah, these are things that I should follow up on. They're not all things that I'm going to work on, but they're things that I want to like keep an idea of what the status is. Oh, interesting. Oh. Why haven't we... Cool. I'll review that in a day when we're doing code reviews. SQL reads, unnecessary fields for parquet, take advantage of known partitioners for distinct on RDDs. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look here. Okay. Sounds like this should probably be a close won't fix, although I'm curious about that. Let's actually take a look at this, because I'm not super sure what I was thinking when I wrote this. So let's go figure that out. Okay, that being said, we're going to go ahead, we're going to go back to Apache Spark. Let's check what branch I'm on. Master, okay, cool. Do most of my dev work on my laptop, which is why there's not a large number of branches. Let's go find distinct. So rd.scala distinct. So this takes a map. X to null, reduced by key xy. Yeah, so this isn't actually going to avoid the shuffle. I'm pretty sure of that, but let's check, right? Because someone here is saying that this is totally going to not have this issue. But I'm like at least 20% sure that this map is going to throw away the partitioner, unless with scope is doing something different than I remember it. But that's okay, because we can pretty easily check that out. Actually, one of the things I can do while we're here is build SBT package. And that might take a little bit of time. In the meantime, I have a sort of standing Spark cluster that will connect to. And actually, well, let's actually see if our standing Spark cluster is still around. It's like Holden-Magic M88. Oh yeah, cool. I'm just so used to working on that my SSH session has already fallen over. I'm gonna make a new notebook. Yeah, let's make it a Python 3 notebook. And I know I said we were gonna do Scala, but we are. Actually, yeah, fine. I'll just do the entire thing in Scala. We'll just use the Spark shell here instead. I should have a. Okay. Yeah, I periodically restart this cluster, so that explains why the SSH key is always sad, but it's okay. Spark-shell. Okay, cool. This is a good time for me to actually. Oh shit. Okay, oh, it didn't go everywhere, so that's good. Got some coffee. Yeah. Okay, so we can see this is cluster. Oh, sorry, a Spark job. HC.text file. res1.count. Or is this going to put yeah, res4.count. Oh, maybe our logs was a bad idea. Yeah, I think it was. Oh, hey, friend. This is a good time to make a mess? Well, it's always a good time to make a mess. Oh, but this is a good reminder. I actually have a intro thing that I normally forget until the very end. But while this is running, oh, god damn it. Okay. I have to give it a different number of executors because my other Spark job is eating all of my resources. So we're just going to give this a master of local for now. And I'm going to open, oh yeah, damn it, my drive. live stream intro deck, and I'm doing the intro only 12 minutes in. That's not bad. So it's Holden and Boo's super fun live stream. What exactly we're going to bake today? The answer to that is today we are working in Apache Spark, so we're going to probably try and break something in there. So yeah, Apache Spark fun times in Scala. And I am Holden. My preferred pronouns are she or her. I'm a developer advocate at Google. I'm on the Apache Spark PMC. I contribute to Beam and other projects, both in and outside of the ASF. And I've worked at a whole bunch of other places. This is my second time at Google. I'm a co-author of 2 Spark books, with the third one, which I wrote by myself, which isn't very good. And I'd encourage you to check out High Performance Spark. I got a much better royalty deal on that one. You can also follow me on Twitter. It's just Holden Caro and SlideShare. And yes, it's always a good time to make a mess. Yeah, and so I look like shit because I ran out of coffee and slept in this morning. One of the things which I would love if anyone is so inclined is I have this talk feedback form. You can also give me feedback on the live streams if there's things you want to see or not. In addition to who I am professionally, I'm trans, queer, Canadian, and part of the leather community. This isn't particularly related to Spark. There is no secret Canadian garbage collector that we've been hiding from y'all. We're all pretty much just stuck with G1, GC and cross our fingers and hope for the best, which is a proud tradition of Java garbage collection. But I think it's useful to remember that we all come from different backgrounds, and if we work together with diverse sets of people, we can make really awesome software. But if we spend all of our time yelling at people on the internet, we're just going to make the same old shit, but worse. Cool. Okay, on that note, let's go and poke at our Spark shell. Okay. Parallelize 1.2. 100, sure. Count, yeah, okay. And so that's this thing. res2 dot sort. Does it have a known partitioner? res2 dot map. So we're gonna turn it into a set of parodies. res4 dot sort by key. Okay, and then res5 dot distinct, or res5 dot cache, res6 dot count, and then res6 dot distinct. Cool, and now we can go and take a look at our web UI, and we can see if it's doing the behavior that the person said it's not going to do, and I thought it would. Oh, it's not going to be the DNS though. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. No, I definitely did a shuffle. Which isn't surprising. Someone needs to do a video animation with lots of rainbows and stuffed animals for Holden. I mean, that would be amazing. I love rainbows and stuffed animals. Actually, I'm trying to, on a slight digression, attempting to convince my coworkers that we should get a sort of coin-operated writable panda thing that a friend of mine showed for the office, and I think that would be hilarious. We also, I rode one in Canada. They're just like these little things that people zip around on malls, and I bet there's a unicorn one too. So I feel like if I can trick them into getting a panda, I can probably trick them into getting a unicorn. But we can see here that this distinct actually did cause a shuffle. So we can go back to this Jira where this person is telling us that this isn't going to cause a shuffle, and go and say, yeah, Wait. Yeah, this is distinct calls. So distinct triggers a map first. Yeah. E.g. it is. And the map will throw away our partitioner information. And that's just how it is. I'm gonna double check that it's not overridden in pair RDD functions, but yeah, it's not. Yeah, and so we'll just go ahead and leave this comment. We did a quick test in the shell, and you can see it causes a second shuffle if you run the same commands. And this is, I mean, yeah. Code. There's code under other. Anyways, cool, fine. We include my typos because that's great. And whatever, everyone has typos. They don't detract from it. So we can see that this is indeed actually, we can see that, for one thing, this is not actually GitHub formatted as much as I thought it was. So I should fix this really quickly. Yeah, okay, so that's, yeah. I can understand why you'd think that this wouldn't throw away partition information, but it does. So, what can we do to fix this? So I'm gonna start with what I think is the easiest thing to fix this. And so one of these things is we have this map partitions preserves partitioning thing. And so the question is, if we have a known partitioner, we key it by null, can we say that it's going to preserve the partitioning? And the answer there is no, right? Because if I have an RDD, which consists of tuples, right? If, let's say, the thing that I'm doing distinct on is tuples, after I run my map, I'm going to end up with tuples like this. I'm going to end up with an RDD like this. And it's not going to be happy, right? I can't say preserve partitioner, because here my partitioner p is on int, and here my partitioner p is on tuple of int. And so I can't use preserve partitioning. So that first idea isn't going to work. Would have been a lot simpler. The thing which we could do is, if the number of partitions requested is, so if we have a known partitioner and the number of partitions requested is the same, then we can actually just do our operation per partition. And that's simpler. The downside is we end up with like this weird if statement here. Well, I guess it's not that weird, but I never like really doing that. But partition, okay, part. It's a good thing the spelling is not my job. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Partitioner. We're going to match. We're definitely going to add a comment If the data is already appropriately partitioned with a known partitioner, locally. Case sum p. Alright, I need to gate it on an additional condition. We're going to go ahead and say, like, if okay, I don't remember the partitioner interface super well. But we'll go look at partitioner.scala. Okay. Fuck. Damn it. Okay, so I was hoping that there was a thing here where I could ask the partitioner interface how many partitions it has, and that would be really cool. Is not our case. Fudge. So we got sort of two options here. I think actually the most reasonable situation to do, because really I suspect, and I could be wrong, but I suspect that most people actually just call distinct with this, right? And so we really just want to know, oh wait, no. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can just check if num partitions equals partitions dot length. Yeah, that makes sense. Right, let's check. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Yeah? No one's saying anything, so we're going to pretend it's fine. So, in this case, this is great. We can work locally, and I don't have to do a shuffle, and that saves me, in our previous example, literally milliseconds. In a real-world example, that could save us, like, serious wall time. That could save us 30 minutes. It could save us a lot of network traffic. Shouldn't. Yeah, okay. More coffee. Okay. There is a sort within partition, which I'm pretty sure is the operation I'm going to want, I believe. Sort within, or is it within, or is it repartition and do map partitions with index? No. Index, glom, Cartesian, group by. No, I guess that functionality only exists in my head. Okay, that's fine. Or it might be like a pair RDD function or something like that. So that's fine. So we are going to do something more fun. Map partitions. Map partitions. I don't think I need internal. Are we going to preserve the partitioning? We actually are. Yeah. So that's going to be cool as well. Remove duplicates. Oh, yeah. We don't need the index. Partition and So the thing is here, like the simplest thing is So like the simplest thing to do would be to turn it into a list. But we really definitely want to do an iterator to iterator transformation. What sort within partitions? Yeah, it turns out that functionality is not really a thing, and my brain is just remembering something which doesn't exist. I'm actually, let's go check and see if it's inside of like RD functions. Are you bringing bagel, or is bagel for Carolyn only?
Oh, bagel's for Carolyn, but you can have some. Do you want some bagel?
Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Exists for RDD after we repartition. Sort within partitions. Wait. Sort within partitions exists for RDDs with no. I'm not sure I understand this comment, unless. Okay, let's go back to rdd.scala. Sort within. It's not coming up. Oh god. If it's introduced by an implicit conversion, I'm gonna drink. Sorry. I'm not gonna drink because it's
Coffee?
10 a.m. in the morning. And yeah. Well, I'm gonna drink coffee. Yes, that's a good point. Thank you, Carolyn. Coffee is delicious. Okay. Sorry. I got distracted. It's actually yeah, I hate all of this software. Okay, you can see there's a whole bunch of special things here, but we're gonna go back here, and we'll just write it without the assumption that I have anything to do a sort within partitions. But so the thing is, right, and actually a sort within would be bad, because it would force the partition to be fully materialized to do a sort order, right? And we whatever. I don't remember if there's a nice way to remove duplicates. Scala. I don't want to remove them from a list. I want to do it on an iterator. Oh, there's a distinct function. I'm suspicious. Scala distinct. I want to go and look at how Scala distinct is implemented. Okay, here we go. Collection set sequence. Let's go look at distinct. Oh, I was using it. Okay, yeah. I thought you were searching. Yes, okay. Sort within partitions. I was searching for it, and I don't know why I couldn't find it. I'm gonna actually go ahead and grep for it. Thanks. Maybe that's what I should use. Sort within partitions core src main. Okay, I don't know where the fuck sort within partitions comes from. Like, I remember this. Maybe it got taken away? That would be weird. Oh, Spark. Okay. Wait, I'm so confused. Sort within partitions is totally a function. Oh, is it? No. Is it on data frame? No, this is core SRC. Wait, am I just like misspelling partitions and that's why I can't find shit? That would be very much Holden. Oh, this is all inside of SQL. So sort within partitions is SQL functionality, not Spark core functionality. That explains why. It is actually a function. It's just not implemented at the layer that we're working today. So that makes a lot more sense. I feel slightly better about that. Cool. And is there a way to find the definition? I want to find, oh, here we go. Okay. Def distinct. Builds. Okay, yeah, so this makes a mutable hash set for has seen, while next adds it. Yeah, so essentially we're stuck because I can't make any particular guarantees about this thing, right? Like I can't, if the hash codes were unique or something, we could only store the hash codes, but you know, hash codes are not actually unique. So we will end up making, essentially having to fully materialize that partition to guarantee that it's unique, because there's no guaranteed ordering properties. Although that being said, let's go look at how sort within partitions is implemented, because maybe they do something smart that we can use. This is gonna be, yeah, okay. This adventure is not gonna be a lot of fun. Let's stick to this one. Well, actually, we can probably just, well, let's give it a name. There is enough magic. Duplicates in partition. Oh, that's. What Scala sequence like? Scala SEQ. Like okay. No. SEQ. I mean, I can just shove it into an immutable sequence. Which isn't great. It's fine, though. Scala iterator to sequence like. Iterator to sequence like. What's the... yeah, well, I mean, we could also just do essentially this. Nah. actually, so if it's immutable and... Oh. Yeah, whatever. Let's just shove it into a sequence for now. Not great, but it's better than a shuffle, most likely. Let's see if it compiles. I probably don't need to ping google.com anymore. Oh, damn. I have way too many tabs. Okay, Airflow, Spark, connection to remote Spark cluster. I don't know what this was. Oh, man. Oh, did I, like... God damn it. Is... Sure. Yeah. Core compile. Oh, yeah. Cool. That works. Let's run our test. So now, the follow-up question to this is, how the fuck am I gonna test this? Because, like, I can test that I haven't broken anything pretty easily, but I want to also make a test that makes sure that I'm not actually shuffling. And that one's maybe gonna be a little bit more annoying to do. And it's been a long time since I worked in core, so let's go look at our tests. Core. Oh, no, that's core test. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Let's go in here. Basic operations can call distinct. Shuffle. Oh, actually, well, let's see here. What would a shuffle do that not shuffling wouldn't do besides take a bunch of time? I would get a different partitioner if I shuffled. So that's actually probably how we can test it, is we can check to make sure that we have the same partitioner.
Okay.
Can you hand me Hello Kitty? Yeah. I have a Hello Kitty. Her name is Hello Kitty. She wears the same bathrobe as my wife.
It's from the Kyo Plaza in Japan.
Yeah. Okay, so, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I think this is actually gonna... Oh, you ate the whole bagel, didn't you?
Yeah, that's my bagel.
Where's your bagel? I know.
There's a bagel left for you.
It's okay. I'll eat the, like, the questionable thing that you don't like.
Oatmeal?
Yeah, the instant oatmeal.
Okay, I'm gonna go work.
Okay. Are you going to the office there, or are you working from home?
I'm gonna go to the office because there's an all-hands meeting.
Oh, okay.
And I'm interested if our office is moving. Supposedly our office is moving.
Cool. Well, good luck. Let me know where you're going to be working.
Yeah. Oh, Snoopy is on your desk.
Yeah, Snoopy's here.
Snoopy.
Carolyn got me Snoopy last week.
From Knott's Berry Farm. Knott's Berry Farm is really fun.
It is.
They have an Old West Town and Snoopy.
But you didn't get to meet Snoopy, and it's kind of bullshit.
They just had Charlie Brown. I don't care about Charlie Brown.
Yeah, you should, like, definitely, we should email them and ask them when Snoopy's there, and make sure that the day we go is a day with Snoopy. And we should also go to Hello Kitty Land at Universal.
Okay. Universal's like an hour and 20 minutes from Disney.
Fuck.
So we'd have to plan that out.
Man, that's never gonna happen. Okay.
If we got a rental car, then we could go to the LAX In-N-Out. best in and out.
I mean, that's true. You can watch the airplanes land. Okay.
Okay.
So that being said, love you too. I now know how I'm going to test this code, and that makes me happy. Because, like, yeah. Whatever. Test distinct with known partitioner does not cause shuffle. Yay! And so, val okay. Oh yeah, dot sort by key. Val initial partitioner. Is that a thing I can access? Like, yeah, okay, it is. Okay, and distinct RDD. Cool. So we would assert initial partitioner. While we're here, we might as well assert that I didn't screw up. Distinct RDD different RDD dot distinct RDD dot partitions. Oh, it's protected. Well, sure. And we can, so we'll guarantee that these are different numbers of partitions, and yeah. Assert distinct RDD dot collect dot toSet equals distinct RDD different dot collect dot toSet. Assert initial partitioner is not equal to distinct RDD different. Okay. Okay, cool. Oh wow, there are a lot of tests. It's a good thing I'm running this on my desktop so that my live stream doesn't completely freeze. I'm maybe not gonna bother with the entire test suite because I haven't had breakfast. Oh, and I also haven't had a chance to do my makeup. Oof. Oh, that looks not good, but it's probably not my fault. Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, there's way too many tests to run the entire test suite with y'all, but let's give it another 2 minutes, mostly because I don't really want to brain this morning. And while we're doing that, we'll look at Spark Jira, and then if it's not done in 2 minutes, we'll Control-C it and we'll do a test only. So in this case, I mean, the Jira that I found is one of my own Jiras. So, I mean, I reported this back in July of 2017. And so, it's not like it's a thing that I knew what I was going to do. As you saw, I had no real recollection of how this stuff worked. Yeah, I use Emacs. I can open my .emacs file if anyone wants. Well, I'm going to open my .emacs file anyways. It is kind of a mess. It's a little ugly. But I really like the Scala mode hook. The other thing which I depend a lot on is this thing called Magit. And Magit is how I jump between files. I have a key binding, Control-XT, and then I just type the name of the file. And this works out pretty well in Scala and Java projects where convention is the class name and the file name tends to be the same. It works out a little less well in Python projects.
Whose keys are?
Oh, cool. My wife is asking for the keys to her scooter, so I will be back in just 1 second. Fuck. Yeah, I'm like 80% sure they're in my bag. That's the part. Okay. The blue bag. Okay, cool. I found the keys for her, and I'm back. But yeah, so Magit is the main thing which I use to navigate the world. I've never really become a proficient Enzyme user. Back when I worked at Foursquare a long time ago, I think I used Enzyme. I'm not super sure, but it was definitely not... it wasn't a great experience on the kind of not great laptop I had back then. And we also had a giant mono repo, which made it a little painful. But I really love Magit, and it's the main thing that I use. I've got my Scala indents configured for the Spark project more or less, and same thing for my Java indents. And just when I'm in other projects, I do stuff manually. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Magit is my favorite thing. One of my former coworkers introduced me to it at Databricks, and it was just like, oh my god, this is like super lightweight, it's super fast, and yeah, it doesn't give me jump to definition, but since I tend to spend a lot of time working in the same projects often, it tends to give me what I need pretty well because I already know roughly where I'm going. It's just getting there with less typing. That being said, this distributed test suite is going to take way too fucking long, so we're just going to Control-C out of that and start SBT again. I don't know if you can... The sound of the fan was definitely coming back on, and that's normally the sign that it's time to do a test only instead. Okay, so we can see the last time I was doing that on this machine with somewhere else. So we're going to do core. Oh no, org Apache Spark. Let's go RED suite. RED dot RED suite. Good chance it's going to fail to test compile because we just kind of wrote that test from the hip, I guess is the expression. Yeah, cool. So not super happy. Oh yeah, okay. I'm clearly a little too used to hanging out in Java land. Oh, actually I shouldn't do toSet. Fuck. Because that's actually... that's not going to be good. We probably just want to sort the lists. Scala collection sort. I don't remember. Dot sorted. Cool. And let's actually go ahead and put some duplicates in here. Percent. Cool. Run that again. Cool. Yeah, I do also want to make sure that this doesn't slow us down a lot. So we're gonna take a look at our performance whenever it comes up. Fuck. Okay. What did I call my test? I called it distinct with known partitioner does not cause shuffle. So let's go take a look. Basic. Distinct with 680 milliseconds. That's like a little long, but it's under a second. So that's probably fine. I think that's okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much fine. Okay. So I think that actually solves this issue pretty well. We have a test. It keeps the partitioner. Oh yeah, that two sequence thing. That might not be the fastest code that we're doing in the world. Especially with the distinct as well in there. That being said, it is probably faster than a shuffle, but what could we do that might be faster? Or actually, how much does it really matter? Scala to sequence versus to list. Well, let's actually take a look. I don't... Scala to sequence versus to list. I mean, we could maybe micro benchmark this. No, that's not what I want. Okay. Yeah, I mean, actually, we probably could just do to hash set and then grab the iterator off of it, and that would probably actually be better. Yeah, okay. To hash set. So yeah. Fuck. Alright. this is the mutable hash set. What is the immutable hash set? Does it? Give me anything nicer. Let's take a look at the implementation. Oh, they're both in hash set.scala. Oh. Let's actually take a look inside of the Spark code base and see which hash set we use. I'm pretty sure we use a hash set. grep-r hash set core src. Okay. Oh yeah, we use a special hash set. Okay, let's go open hash set. Open. Simple fast hash set. Oh, yeah, we're not gonna need, that doesn't map for us. Yeah. Because we're not just doing ints and longs. Yeah, okay, whatever. Immutable. It's plus plus. Takes a gen traversable once. Cuts out a few in between steps that we didn't really need. Oh, cool. Oh, sorry, that was boo. Yeah, okay, cool. I think that's probably about what we're gonna be able to do today. So I think there's some interesting things here that we can talk about. One of them is like rdd.scala has been around forever. Even then, though, we can find like interesting corner cases where people haven't thought about it too much to possibly improve it. That being said, this is going to be a PR that takes a really long time to get merged. People are very cautious about changes in core. And if you want to contribute to Spark, starting out in core is probably not the best place to start. I have a filter where I keep essentially a look at the new Spark issues in the areas that I care about. And going through these can be a little bit more advantageous. If you're interested in getting Scala 2.12 helping for Spark 2.4, there's a bunch of open issues here. Actually, you know what? We got enough time that this might actually be a thing that we take a look at today. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of issues in here. And this is because I've spent a bunch of time working on accumulators, and I also really want us to get Scala at 2.12 into Spark. But that being said, let's go back, make our branch, make that PR for the first thing, and we'll go do that. Cool. Okay, git branch. Git checkout dash b. Take advantage of known partitioner for distinct on RDDs. Cool. This looks right. I'm gonna run dev lint Scala. We sort of normally do the Scala lint checks on compile, but I like to run them separately as well, because sometimes it doesn't seem to run properly, and it confuses me, so just explicitly running them is good. That being said, it seems like it's going to take a while, so I'll background that task. Git commit-am, special case, the situation, well, oh, cool, Scala check style passed. So we're gonna give it special case, the situation where we know the partitioner. Oh shit, did I misspell partitioner here? No? Wait. I don't think that's how partitioner. Sorry. Oh, okay, no. I'm good. Okay. Where we know the partitioner. And the number of requested partitions output is the same as the current partitioner. To avoid shuffle, and instead compute distinct inside of each partition. Cool, that looks good. Yeah, cool. Git push. And so even though I'm a committer, definitely, especially because this is in an area where I don't spend a lot of time, really want to make sure that we go through code review, because I normally spend most of my time hanging out in Spark ML and Python. And since this is not Spark ML or Python, it'd be really good to get someone else to take a look. So let's go over here. Boop. Yay! For distinct on RDDs. To avoid yep. Okay. So new unit test. That first time user here on fixing PR requests. Could you please show run the Spark cluster with the modified code base? That's actually a really great question. And I actually have a blog post on that. I'm gonna finish making this PR, and then we'll bring up that blog post really quickly, and I'll do that, I guess. Yeah, I think I have a test Kubernetes cluster that I'll run it against really quickly. Okay, so that being said, I'm just going to finish this PR. New unit test that verifies partitioner does not change if the partitioner is known nesting just called with the same target number of partitions. Okay, cool. Cool. Sounds good. Create pull request. Oh, shit. Fuck. It's also a convention that we put a tag up here that says the area. And so we're going to do core. Oh, cool. Oh, I'm mistyping partition, as suggested in my browser text box. That sounds completely like me. Spelling is not a thing that I'm great at. Cool. Partition. Is this how we spell partitioner? Oh, cool. Let's... Yeah, okay. Cool. Thanks for the catch on the typo. Yes, spelling not my strong suit. Oh, actually, yeah. Okay, cool. So let's jump into running our new fancy version of Spark that we just made with this possible slight performance improvement. Let's say we've got a workload that depends on having this distinct without a shuffle. And we really want to run it. Holden, Spark, Kubernetes, custom, I think. Cool. How to run a custom version of Spark on hosted Kubernetes. There's a joint one, which I did with my colleague over at Microsoft, where we talk about how to do this on either Google or Microsoft's cloud, GCP or Azure. There we go. And that one's good if you are a Google customer. This one is very Google focused, and it shows you how to do it on Yarn. Also, hi. Or fudge. Why is my brain made of Cheetos? Oh yeah, Yarn or Kubernetes. This has some things in here that like assume you're pushing it to, for example, the Google registry. But if you have your own registry internally, you can just not do these extra bits where you're supporting the Google specific magic. And yeah, so that being said, let's run through that really quickly. We'll circle back to that other issue, and then I'll go make myself breakfast. That sounds pretty good. Actually, I make no guarantee that we're going to come back to the second issue. I'm definitely going to try. And come back to that second issue, but no guarantees. Let's get this started. So, first thing here is we're gonna alias docker to gcloud docker --. Apparently the project name that I use is Boo's demo projects are rad. Boo is my animal friend who travels with me everywhere. Do you ever compare the performance of Spark in Mezzos versus Kubernetes? That's a good question. And the answer for that is, for me personally, is no. In general, I wouldn't expect big performance differences between the different deployment mechanisms for Spark, right? There's always some small amount of overhead, but the performance difference I would not expect to be very large. Part of this is that realistically I only ever really bother deploying on Yarn and Kubernetes respectively. And that's just because in the places where I've worked, we either have Yarn clusters or Kubernetes clusters. And I haven't worked somewhere where we've been doing Spark deployments on Mezzos clusters otherwise. It's actually a thing which I might do some looking at more on the Python side, because there's some special considerations that we need to do there. But it's been a really long time since I looked at Mezzos, so it'd take me a while, which is why it's a thing I haven't done recently. Okay, so that's it. There we go. Yeah, cool. It's going to be our Docker repo, and this is going to be my Spark version, and we're going to build Docker image with our new version of the code. It's going to be super fun, and then we're gonna push it. I always try to get rid of yarn. Yeah, I mean, honestly though, there are a lot of people with pretty large yarn clusters out there, and until we get some better analytic stuff working on Kubernetes, I think it's going to be an uphill battle to get rid of it. I think Spark on Kubernetes is a really good start. It doesn't support Python in the current released version, though, and a lot of data analytics teams really depend on the PySpark support. But I'm really excited about us actually getting this stuff fixed pretty soon, and so that'll be pretty fun. Once it works. So yeah, here our little happy shell script is building our Docker container. It's nice, and we actually the Python support is in master. It's just like not in a released version yet, but it's coming really soon, and that's pretty exciting to me too. Cool. I'm going to drink some more coffee while our Docker image builds. I love coffee. I should really buy some more coffee. Weird. Why is it installing Python? Whatever. Questions for another day, where I don't care. Cool. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to push it. Yay! And then I'm most likely going to want, well, I guess that works. I can make my, sure. I really hope this example blog post that I wrote, I can just keep copying and pasting. What tools do you use? Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. Debugging Spark is a pain in the fucking ass. Oh shit, and I promised, fuck. I promised someone a blog post for the end of last month that I haven't written, and I should really write it. I have a Debugging Spark talk, which I've done with Joey, so Holden, Debugging Spark. You can see my really bad taste in music. There's a Python-focused one, and then Strata Singapore. Joey and I did a not just Python one together. And so these are the two videos. They talk more about debugging. Oh yeah, that is a great question. So the question here is wanted to know something about dual serialization, Python RDDs, data frames, and Python UDF performance. And so yeah, Python RDDs pay the biggest performance penalty. Data frames pay the performance penalty if you have a UDF. Data frames where you use the arrow acceleration for your UDFs in PySpark don't pay as much of the performance penalty. Once again, I have a longer talk about that. So let's go Holden, Ryan, Spark. Actually, okay, it's not coming up with the search terms. Let's go into Spark Summit. I'm pretty sure it'll be in here somewhere. No, 1 year ago. Weird. Did they stop uploading the videos? No, come on. Where are the Spark Summit videos? Yeah. So we gave a talk at Spark Summit. Holden, Brian, Spark Summit. Let's go take a look. Did they do something? Yeah, this is the North America one. And we gave a talk that was pretty much focused on the impact of this. Yeah. This is the talk. Do they have a link to the video? They put it on Vimeo? Why did they put it on Vimeo? Like, why didn't they put this on YouTube? Okay, well, that's cool. I guess it's on Vimeo, which is why I didn't see it. But we talk about making PySpark amazing. I wear an awesome dress. There's a point where Brian starts coughing a bunch, and I happen to have a cough drop with me, so I'm very proud of being actually prepared for this talk. And you can see my good little friend Boo here. But I'd encourage you to watch this talk. It's on Vimeo, so no one else is going to. Just kidding, Vimeo is fine. It's just, I don't think to look for videos there. And so go check that out, and there will be more details here. I'm going to ask them why they stopped uploading to YouTube, though. That's kind of sad. But there's probably a good reason for it. I just don't know. Okay, cool. So we've pushed it. Oh, did I build it with Python? Whatever, fuck it. Okay. Gonna go ahead, make another cluster. It's gonna be called my Spark cluster. Don't know why I'm doing this in Zone US 1 East. Okay. Oh, okay. Wait, what? The fuck? Columns Spark cluster 1. Wait, why is this not happy? What? Oh, it has to be all lowercase. Okay. Yeah, that's why. Cool. Coffee. I love coffee. Okay. It looks like this will take a bit of time to start the Spark cluster. Oh, set Google credential as invariable. It probably is somewhere, or it's probably set somewhere. Okay, but it's going to take a while to actually create my cluster. How many nodes did I ask for? I didn't say. I wonder how many nodes I'm going to get by default. Who knows? Whatever. Okay, this is going to take a while. Do I have a cluster I can use? I'm gonna check. Cloud.google.com. I have my programmer Boo account. Go into my console. Let's go take a look inside of GKE and see what clusters I have. I don't have. Oh, okay. I have too many projects. Boo's demo projects are rad. It's the project we're hanging out in today. I have a cluster called Cluster 1, and I also have a cluster called Review Tools Cluster. Cluster 1 already exists, so... Oh, no, wrong button. 0% of the time what I wanted. Okay, yeah, this is taking too long. I'm lazy. We're just going to connect to Cluster 1. Go back to my blog post, start our kubectl proxy. Sure, I'm going to skip that one. I think like boo-stuff is the one that I use here. stuff. Where do you change the version of the codebase to the new PR? So that's the thing. If we go up here and we check the build script, right? This is just that version. Like we're checked out git branch. Like this is the branch we're on. That's the version that we pushed. So we're we're on that version. Yeah. I guess we upload this test thing to this bucket where I just put everything. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do this. Oh, fuck. Oh, there was some extra magic that I wanted to do. Oh, okay, yeah, we are just gonna do that. We'll just make this world readable because I am lazy. There's some other steps. Or actually, yeah. Fuck, I forgot. I should have done a thing. We probably don't have the service account on this cluster. Yeah. Okay, cool. Looks like I didn't have that service account. Yeah. That being said, I actually want to go and edit my Docker file. It's not great that I have to do it this way, but yeah, okay. So, oh yeah, okay, no, I don't edit the Docker file. I did this nicer. So we push that jar, but I want to access some things that I put in GCS, and by default, the GCS connector isn't included as part of Spark. And because I'm fetching my dependencies from GCS, I need the GCS connector jar like at the start. And so I'm going to go ahead and, oh, okay, didn't like that. It looks like the formatting bug got us, because that's a special quotation mark, not the actual quotation mark. I hate software. But essentially, we're going to, this is really not great, but this will allow us to access our dependencies from GCS. And we're going to make a most likely that thing got fucked up too. Wait, what? Come on. Oh, I'm caked. My builds. Whatever, my build. Okay, cool. And then, oh, that should have had an and in it. Whatever. Temp, or my build, Docker file, my build, and this will. Oh, cool. Okay. Looks like what I was doing is out of date already, but that's okay. It's only deprecated, not removed. Oh, I missed the E in entry point. So TMP, my build, Docker file. I don't, whatever. Cool. Yeah. Good catch on the entry point thing. And so this will hopefully, in not too long, give me yay. And so now I have this thing. I'm going to go ahead and do a Docker push. Cool. And now I've got a container which can talk to GCS for me. And now, in theory, this is gonna work. In practice, I don't know. Oh, god damn it. Sorry. Kubernetes package. The version of Spark that I have on the local machine didn't have the Kubernetes extensions built into it, which is why I can't submit to Kubernetes. Hopefully the Docker script did build it with Kubernetes. Not the Docker script, the script that we used to build the containers did build with Kubernetes. I assume it did, but that might have been an optimistic assumption on my part. But it probably did. It probably did. I should actually probably add updating this blog post to my to-do list. I'm going to do that over here in my other window because my to-do list has some personal-ish things on it. Update for new gcloud docker commands. And so I'll do that. Let's make sure. Yeah, cool. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, cool. Now if we run this, does it work? Yay! Okay, cool. So now this is running our custom version of Spark on Kubernetes. And so that's all kinds of fun. It's been like an hour and a half. I am going to go and take a look at the Spark 2.12 thing though, and see if we can maybe fix it really quickly, because that would be really good, because Spark 2.4 is coming. Spark 2.4 is coming soon, and I would like us to not have really bad performance. So, check out master, git pull Apache GitHub master. Cool. There's probably a new profile. Let's go take a look. Spark pom.xml. Scala. Are we using this like switcher script again? Okay. Git log-p 2.12. Profiles. Scala-2.12. Cool. So that's going to be the profile we build with. Build sbt-p Scala-2.12. And let's see if we can recreate this legacy accumulator wrapper with accumulator param test has no equals hash code. Cool. And then hopefully we can fix this, and then that will be good. We'll get 2 PRs out today, and I'll have a party. And it'll be the kind of party where I get to eat a bagel afterwards, which is one of my favorite kinds of parties. Oh, he's not happy. Scala-2.12 is... I have no space. Cool. we're gonna have to run a clean compile though. Clean compile, test compile, core test only, legacy, accumulator, suite.scala. Does this? This is probably coming from accumulator v2 suite. Okay. org.apache.spark.util.accumulator v2 suite. Actually, I'm hungry enough that I am going to run to the other room while the clean compile is running, and grab myself some instant, whatever the hell it's called, oatmeal, because I'm really hungry. I'll be back in like a minute or two, which is probably about as, oh god damn it. Oh, that's not good. Maybe we can only build it with Maven? That would be sad. But also not the most surprising thing. Although, what the... Okay. Let's... Gen Java doc Scala 2.12. Cool. Something tells me that I get to update my version number, Gen Java doc. Fudge. What's the version? Yeah. It's version 0.11. Maybe they just don't update it. Gen Java. Fudge. Where is it? This is a plugin. We are on version 0.10. Okay. No. Start. No. Where is this coming from? It's not explicitly included. But it's implicitly included? I don't super get this. Don't have to generate the Java docs for 2.12, but doc Maven Java doc plugin now, Docker integration tests now. Okay, fine. Whatever. Let's build this with Maven. Clean compile, test compile. Clean compile, sure. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, now for real this time. God damn it. Oh, shit. Did they actually build this shit? So we did clean. Scala 211. Yeah, we built Sketch just fine. Okay. 212 clean. Okay. Fix remaining major issues for core. Okay, clean package. So we run the shell script, which is super sketchy, but that's fine. Clean package. Okay. Cool. This won't give us all of the tests, but then we can run the specific test we want with this. And so we'll do that. Oh, ugh, I don't want to run clean package each time. Oh wait, shit, did I have -d skip tests here? I did, didn't I? Wait, maybe, nope, I didn't have -d skip tests. That would be why. Okay. No, okay, it looks like it's working. Let's run. Yeah. Oops. Let's run the test that we actually want. -p, Scala 212, clean package, -d wildcard suites. And the suite we're going to run is the accumulator v2 one. V2 suite. Accumulator v2 suite. Oh my god, I'm so hungry. I really need to remember that when I get super hungry, I should just go eat, because otherwise I just make really simple mistakes all the time. Okay. Cool. Gonna kick that off. I'm gonna go grab food. I'll be right back. This will probably take a while because it's gonna have to build everything clean, and Gloria's computer is gonna take a second or two. Cool. Ah, god damn it. Oh wait, no, okay, that's cool. That's actually what I want. The one test failed. Yay! Success! Also, I have cereal. No, not cereal. Instant oatmeal. Why is it trying to serialize a fucking assertion helper? Oh no, okay. Cool. We can fix that. Let's go find our legacy accumulator wrapper. God damn it. This is where my magic starts to fall down on me. Legacy accumulator wrapper. I'm gonna have to grip for that because we didn't give it. Cool. It's inside of accumulator v2. v2.scala. Equals / hashcode function. Huh. Accumulator v2 extends serializable. Yeah, okay. Let's go find this part. Oh, that has no equals hash code. Okay, okay. Just that's weird though. Why is serializable not inherited here? Okay, let's just for the sake of checking, does that fix it? Because then I have some follow-up questions. Ooh, is this coming from? Oh shit, I didn't mean to do clean. God damn it. Fuck. Well, on the other hand, that does give me a very nice chance to actually eat some breakfast. That's good. Okay. Oh, breakfast. Shit. I forgot to update the text of what we were working on today. Oops. Spark and Scala. Review info. Well, at least I seem to normally get it right by the end of the stream. Cool. Yeah, still not serialization. Still not serializable. So, why is it trying to serialize my assertion hopper? That is my question. Yeah, this is accumulator v2 suite line 182. Okay. Accumulator v2 suite 182. Oh, weird. That has no equals or hash code. Wait, is it actually? object is not serializable. Oh, field. Org Scala test fun suite. Name assertion helps. Oh, is it? Oh, fuck. Yeah, my assertion that this was going to be easy to fix is maybe not that true. So, what about... What's a local serialization debugger.scala. Let's go look at serialization debugger.scala. Coming in from line 41. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so why are we bringing the assertion helper across? So, okay, I'm going to check a thing. And this is not what we would want to do. But if this makes it past, we know that... Oh, god damn it! I need to stop... Okay, whatever. Running clean. Okay. Eat food again. Yeah. Okay, no, it's still this assertion helper. Okay. But I'm pretty sure what's going on is we have some, like, unintended class capture happening. Like, we're clearly bringing in this class. Clear Cleaner normally does a pretty good job of dealing with that. So something is going on in here. Okay, yeah, this problem might be really annoying. I'm going to give myself 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to wrap up because I got to go make dinner. Or I have to go put the food in the slow cooker for dinner, more accurately, and put on real clothes rather than pajamas. Fuck. Instance. Yeah. This is... what happens if we run just the Java serializer suite instead? I'm curious. looks like it ran that test just fine. Now it's going through all of the other ones and it's just not firing any tests because we've told it to only run one specific type of test, one specific suite. So that's weird. So we have something which is essentially capturing the parent class. And I don't know why. And figuring out why is going to take fucking forever. Because serializers are more or less black magic. But I am really curious because we do a bunch of random things inside of here to do essentially special magic in other places as well. But I don't know what's going on. Oh, that's an interesting thing to have default to true. Fuck. Scala. Nope, wrong. Scala 212. Serialization changes. Oh god. That's not gonna be no. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get to this one today. I'm sorry. But we got one PR in, and honestly, for a Monday morning, that's pretty good. A good point is if people are interested in helping us get Scala 212 supported, the easiest probably thing you can do is just go ahead, check out the project, run the test suites, and then just start bashing down on the fixed tests on the broken tests one at a time. And that would be really appreciated. Okay. And this is probably a good point for me to wrap up. I'm going to go make dinner. Before that, I will be back this afternoon at 2 p.m. Doing a Beam live stream. And there is actually a non-zero chance that I will do a live stream tomorrow as well. I just haven't had a chance to schedule it because I know I have a meeting that's important tomorrow, but I don't think it was scheduled on the weekend. So I'm gonna take a look at that and I'll schedule that. So thank you all for joining me. Thank you especially to those who participated in the chat. It's always great to have other people helping out, and just that interaction is lovely. I hope you all have a lovely week, and I'll see you all around. Mm-hmm.